Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to cover what to cut in your budget when you're creating a budget. I had someone ask this question when I did my channel survey like a month or so ago. I had someone comment and say they wanted to know what they needed to cut when they were making their budget in order to pay off their debt. So I thought I would do a whole video on that and talk about what we cut and come up with different ideas for you guys to maybe cut out of your budget if you're really trying to get out of debt and just can't seem to figure out what else to do. But before I get started, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and we'll go ahead and get started. So the very first thing that we cut out when we created our budget was basically any play money. So we did this first because this was money we did not have to spend. This was just money we are just spending randomly, and I figured if we go ahead and take that out, whatever is left over, then we can put a portion of that to play money or eating out and stuff. So when I say play money for us, we did not have a separate account for eating out or clothing or anything. All of that came out of our play money, which was ended up being $150 a month. And yes, some months we went over that. Some months we went, well, I don't know if we ever went under that, but I think we did go over it quite a bit. But that was just like our basic number for that. So first things first is just cut out all play money, all extra money that you're spending. Next, I would look at your car insurance. So I can't remember what we were paying, but we were paying partial insurance on my car because my car was paid off, or I don't know what it's called. It's not partial insurance, but you know what I mean. Like, it's just like the very basic insurance, super cheap. But then since my husband's car we were still paying on, we had to pay full coverage insurance on it. So that made it more expensive, and we were paying quite a bit on his car. And I had just never done research before. We always used this one company. That's what my parents used, so that's just what we use. And then we took FPU, and they said, no, you need to get on Xander and kind of get different insurance quotes. And so we did that. And actually ended up lowering our insurance quite a bit on our car. We had the exact same coverage that we had with this other company, but we were paying quite a bit less per month on our cars. And so that really helped free up some money for sure. So definitely go and check out and compare your car insurances, because that was a big one for us. The next thing I would look at is your grocery budget. So we lowered our grocery budget quite a bit whenever we created our budget a long time ago. And that was because we were just buying random stuff. Like, we just always had a ton of food in our house and we weren't eating it, and then it goes bad, and then to me that was a waste of money. So what I decided to do was start meal planning, of course. And so I meal planned every single meal plus snacks, like a little extra food. And then that's all we bought at the store. Only things for that week. So when we go get groceries Sundays before church, so by Saturday night, we have no food in our house at all. Like, I mean, we might have like a quarter bag of chips full and like 2 eggs. Like, that's it. Like, we have nothing left. And I do that on purpose because that way I'm not wasting money on food, because we go first thing Sunday morning and get food at the grocery store. So check and work on that grocery list and grocery budget, because that is a huge one for most people. They just go to the store and just buy whatever. Be very diligent on what you're buying. Don't buy anything extra. Only buy off your list, and just really try to figure out what your good budget range for food is at the grocery store. I can't remember what ours was because we've raised it now. Now that we're out of debt, because I mean, we're trying to be healthy, and because I have celiac disease, like I have to eat very healthy, and like I just can't eat a lot of food. So the stuff that I can eat is more expensive. So we have raised our grocery bill. We're at like $400 a month now for food. But I feel like while we were getting out of debt, we were like at $350 or so for my husband and I. And then we only had that $150 for play money, and that included eating out. So just about all of our food came out of that $350. So yeah, definitely check on your grocery budget and see how much you can lower that for your family. Coupon, check out sales, all that kind of fun stuff. So the next thing that we did when we were working on our budget is we cut our cable. Yes, we got rid of our cable completely. It took us a long time to get to that point, but we finally because we got Netflix while we had cable, and we were finding that we were watching Netflix way more than our cable, and our cable was like over $100 a month. And I was like, this is ridiculous. Why do we have this if we don't even watch it? So we finally pulled the plug and got rid of our cable and ended up just having Netflix for a while. I think my husband tried Sling, but we didn't really care for it. For some reason, the connection like just didn't work on our TV at all. But they do have some great options, so you can try out Sling. But so yeah, definitely get rid of your cable. You don't need it, especially if you have Netflix and Hulu. Like between the two, you do not need cable at all. Or just do Netflix, Hulu, and get an antenna. And that's what we were going to do when, but we finally got out of debt, and so we ended up not getting an antenna and got our cable back. But that was because I wanted to watch Hallmark Christmas movies for Christmas time. I wanted that to be part of my Christmas present. I wanted to be able to watch Hallmark Christmas movies. And yes, I know I'm an old lady, but I love Hallmark Christmas movies. And now we just still have cable, and I'm trying to convince my husband to get rid of it again because there's no point of us to have it because we do have Hulu and we have Netflix right now. But anyways, that's besides the point. If you're trying to get out of debt, you need to get rid of your cable, basically. Have Hulu and have Netflix, and that's all you need. Get an antenna. Those are like $40 or $50, and you get all your local channels, so you're good to go. But anyways, those are the first few things that I would check on your budget. Check your play money, groceries, insurance, and cable. And if you can cut those down big time, then you should be good to go with your budget. If you did all of that and you still don't have much money left over to put towards your debt, then you have an income problem big time. You need to increase your income somehow, some way. Dave says deliver pizzas, go mow grass, babysit, work extra hours, work overtime, get a second job, do whatever you have to do to increase that income. If you are on a budget and you can't put any money towards your debt, after getting rid of your play money and lowering your grocery bill and all that kind of stuff, then you have a huge income problem and you need to get that fixed ASAP so you can start getting out of debt. And it'll only be for a little while. I know it sounds horrible trying to be like, work more, are you kidding me? But if you look at the grand scheme of things, it's not that much longer. It's maybe like a year or two, depending on what kind of debt you have. But that is what you need to do if you cut all that stuff out and still have no money. But anyways, I hope this video was helpful. List in the comments down below your top 3 things that you got rid of or changed when you created your budget. Maybe that'll give some other people some other ideas who are trying to work on their budget, trying to get debt free. I love sharing information with everybody. I love people making comments and subscribers talking to other subscribers of different things that they can do. So if you are at a loss for you don't know what else to take out of your budget, tell us down below and we will all try to help you. But make sure you list at least 3 things that you changed on your budget when you were getting out of debt or are currently getting out of debt. I'm very curious to see what y'all have to say. But thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.